Hi YouTube, Timothy Unkert here. In this video, we're going to look at enums in the Dart programming language. So I made a comment of the definition of enumeration. It's the act of mentioning a number of things by one. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of do that when we create an enum. So we use the keyword enum, and then we type the name of the enum in capitals. And then after that, we have these curly braces, and we give the values. So if I'm doing student year, I would do freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. And what this is going to help me to do is when I create this enum, it's going to help me from misclassifying, let's say, students. All right. So I'm going to create my main function. It's important you create your enum outside of your main function. And now I can create a variable of type student year. So I can say student year s1 equals student year dot, let's do junior, okay? And now I can print s1 dot runtime type, okay? Let's save this and let me run the program here. And I get type student year. Now the cool thing about Dart is that it will infer the type. So if I do final here and then save it and rerun, I also get student year. That's pretty cool. Okay. You can also have an index for each of the values. So the index here is 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So to do that, let's create a variable. We'll call it int s1 index and set it equal to s1.index. Okay. And let's print s1 index. Okay. So we'll do that. And we get 2 because we are dealing with a junior. Now, why is this helpful? Well, we can use this to create conditionals, or to use this with conditionals. So if a student fits a certain classification, we can run a certain bit of code. So I'm going to create something simple with this. I'm going to create a simple switch statement. So I'm going to switch off the s1 index, and we'll have a case, and let's give a value for the case. So the case is 0. Well, that's a freshman, so we're going to print you are a freshman. Obviously, we'd want to do something a bit more complex than this in the real world, but for demonstration purposes, I think this will fit. So we'll do case 1, and that's going to be a sophomore, so we're going to print you are a sophomore. And let's break after that, and then let's do case 2. We'll print you are a junior. And then we'll break after that, and then we'll do case 3. We will print you are a senior, and we will break after that. And then we're going to have our default case. So our default case will be if something messes up. So we'll print something like an error occurred. Hopefully I spelled that right. And put a semicolon at the end there. And then we'll break after that. And we'll save this. And then to run this, well, we'll just run it. And it says you are a junior. Okay. So if I were to go up to the top here and change this up here to, I don't know, senior, we're going to get you are a senior. So let's go back and run it. So it's executing the code based off of classification, and the enum is helping us from misclassifying something by typing a string wrong or typing the incorrect number or so on. Okay, an example of that, let me show you how you'd catch an error quickly if you put a classification that didn't exist. So I'm going to get rid of this whole switch statement here and delete this. And then let's say the final was a student year, and we'll do dot super senior, which doesn't exist. So let's print s1 and see what happens. Okay. So if we run this, well, we got to save this. Sorry. We got to save it. Now if we run it, we get an error. So the member is not found. With super senior is not found. That's a misclassification. We've got to go back and work on our program here because we're only allowing ourselves to use these 4 items if we are creating a variable of the type student year. Okay, one more thing we can do is we can create a list of the values. So what I can do is I can say var, and then we'll do, let's just type student year list, and then we'll set that equal to student year dot values. Okay, and then let's now iterate through the list. So we can do student year list dot forEach, and we'll say for each item in the list we'll print the item. Okay, and let's save this and run it. And oh, we got to change this. Yeah, we got to change this back to senior. Okay, and now let's run this, and we get each of the items that is now in a list. So we have student year dot freshman dot sophomore dot junior and dot senior. So that's a little bit about enums and the Dart programming language. If you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.